Welcome back to the Chop Shop. And yes, I mean, welcome back because it's episode 2, baby.
Officially made it to episode 2.
Yeah, glad we finally got one under our belts and glad we're getting another one under our belts here today because we got a lot to talk about for this week. How are you feeling? How are you feeling with the season so far?
I'm feeling pretty good. I think it's going to be a pretty interesting season. I don't feel good about fantasy. That really sucks.
We're in the same boat. Mine's a little worse.
So it's almost like I was in such a bad mood on Sunday, just like waiting for touchdown notifications and not getting anything. It was souring my day for sure. We were doing so bad, but thankfully the Chargers won again, and I can keep hanging my hat on that and not have to worry about fantasy because fantasy sucks. Real life is the way.
Exactly. And, if the Chargers were 0-3 and and your fantasy team was 3-0, I'm sure that statement would stand.
Maybe I'd be focusing more on fantasy
right.
if the Chargers were 0-3. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about that reality.
Yeah.
And, how are you doing? How are things going with you?
I'm very indifferent because fantasy team is, I'm doing really bad in terms of win-loss, but I'm scoring so much more. Not so much more, but I'm like, I'm like 5th or 6th in our 10-man league in scoring.
Yeah, 5th in scoring.
And then I've had like 100 more points scored on me than anybody else in the league. I've just had crazy, nasty matchups.
I think AJ is like 4 points less.
You're right. Yeah, AJ's very close.
But I think the rest of the league, it's like basically whatever. And I'm 1-2 in this league, but like I'm pretty sure I was the lowest scoring winner in that one win, and then I lost the other 2, and it's just not even looking close. It's been rough.
I've never seen you want to take so many drastic moves in fantasy ever in my life.
I'm literally in fight or flight right now, and I'm not flying. I'm trying to crawl back. I've made trades before, but I've never been like so desperate to make a trade 3 weeks in.
I've heard you.
I'm ready to like flip my whole lineup.
I was just about to say,
literally nobody on my team is off the board.
Yeah,
I'm ready for some change.
I was just about to say that. I think I've heard you mention trading almost like every premier player you have on your team.
CD and Nico are like my 2 best, and like they can go.
Oh yeah,
but that's just I need a quarterback bad. But anyway. Anything else? I mean, you do have some good news. I heard I guess the Cubs are playing better now.
Yeah, they're kind of, sort of. We have a shared doc for the podcast, and I did put on there, picking up steam before the postseason, but it's only because I was watching last night and they just went crazy against the Mets, who's one of their biggest. Like, Mets are also like in the wild card picture right now. So that was a big win, but I'm scared if the Reds get in because I fear the Reds have the Cubs number. But I'm just glad Cubs are for sure in the wild card, so I get to watch baseball in October.
All I know about the Reds is I love Ellie.
Oh, he's so awesome.
But other than that, complete casual, no not shit.
Well, I mean, while we're on that, I do have one more baseball point, so I'll just let that rip real quick. The Mariners winning the division for the first time in 24 years.
That's crazy. I remember working a job at a nursing home, and one of the nurses was a Mariners fan, and he I think they were doing really well. Like, they were really high in the standings. This would have been like 2017 or something, and then he I mentioned it because he was like wearing a shirt or something, and I was like, yeah, they're doing pretty good, and he's like, yeah, they'll disappoint me anyway. And then I think they completely fell off the map and didn't make. So I know that the Mariners are.
Well, they made the playoffs for the first time in almost as many years, like 2 years ago. And genuinely, for some reason, I thought they won the division that year until I saw that this was the first time in 24 years they've won the division. Just crazy. But honestly, we're not baseball heads.
No, we got more important shit to talk about. Like my LA Chargers, who are very well onto their 20-0 path as previously predicted. They had a game against the Broncos, and obviously I'm really happy about this game. Justin Herbert has been getting crazy credit. I've seen that throw he made probably 1,000,000 times now. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Did you see, like, it was everybody's seen it at this point. It's fucking Thursday. But he like shakes out of the sack and has to roll to his left, throws crossbody. A lot of things that people didn't notice about this throw is that he actually had to hit an arm angle around the defender as well to hit a throw in tight coverage. Nuts throw. Like, it was easily the best throw of his career to this point, and he did it against the Broncos last year. We had the best throw of his career, and other than that, though, this offensive line looks fucking awful. And I don't feel as confident after this win as other people might, because I feel like the Broncos kind of threw this one away. Bo Nix had, I think he was 1 for 4 on deep passes. One of them was a touchdown to Courtland Sutton, and then the other 3 were near misses to Marvin Mims that were absolutely touchdowns.
Yeah.
So this could have been a way different game. Our offense couldn't really hold up because our line was just terrible, and Herbert was great because he was able to work the line a lot better.
It's funny because we were just talking about how the line was outperforming how bad they were supposed to be.
Oh, yeah. Like, it's the Broncos. Like,
I meant early on this season. Yeah. Like, after the Slater injury, like we thought it was going to be horrible, and then they weren't that bad a couple weeks, and then this week.
Yeah, no, it was bad this week for sure. But we also were having people coming in and out with injuries, like Mekhi Becton and Trey Pipkins both came out.
Yeah,
and Denver has an amazing front. Like, it's probably the best front in the league. So yeah, I can see why they would give us fits. Thankfully, Herbert's really good at evading pressure, and he always had, like, a couple games a year he has a game like this. But I heard on, I think it was on The Athletic, that Justin Herbert was pressured on 54.7% of his dropbacks. So I'm not even saying he had a bad game. The offense wasn't as good as it could have been, because he was getting pressured like crazy, and the run game was non-existent. It was a lot of dump offs and stuff.
First 3-0 start since when?
I believe
it's like 01?
I heard it was 2002.
2002.
It was the year after Jim Harbaugh retired.
That's awesome, man.
Or I can't even remember. It's definitely that, and I think we had a really good team that year.
Yeah. No, that's anyway, awesome. And
defense was crazy this game, aside for those couple blown coverages. Dante Jackson has crazy numbers this year that he's doing really. I think he's allowed like 4 catches all season for like 18 yards. That guy sucks, and he's doing well because he's a Charger. Defense looks really good. Deion Henley he had a down game, and then I found out that he was still sick. Like, it was violently sick even a week after. And I don't know what his deal is. I don't see him on the injury reports anymore, though, so I think he's good.
Yeah.
But yeah. Team looks awesome. I don't know. We play the Giants this week and hosting Jackson Dart. I don't want to jinx us. I mean, I feel like we should beat the shit out of Jackson Dart, 100%. But I know that anything can happen, and crazy stuff happens when you get a rookie quarterback in with no film. They, like, a lot of times they have one of those fluky games. I think our defense is a little bit too complex for somebody who needed to build a little bit to step in and be good. But that we're gonna. I mean, I know we don't have a guy that can cover.
Malik Neighbors?
That guy. The stellar one. I know we don't have anybody that can cover him alone. So, I mean, that would be the X factor. And then also, they have a really good front four as well. Like, that could easily... Like, if they start off the game with, like, a strip sack for 6, going up 7-0, we easily could get cooked. But we should win, though.
It's funny that you talk about Malik Neighbors, because I saw I don't even remember who it was, but I saw somebody have a take. Well, it wasn't like a take, but it was like a comedy video, and they were like, we're the New York Giants. We can make an elite offensive weapon like Malik Neighbors look invisible on the field. It's like, that genuinely might happen. I don't know if I said this last week. I probably said it on an earlier episode that we recorded and never posted.
You probably, yeah.
I really think I think Jameis should have got a couple games, personally. Sorry. Probably a stupid take.
No, I mean, I completely agree. Like, Dart's not ready. And
no.
This is like, this clearly isn't the best decision for the Giants. This is the best decision for Brian Daboll, who the more I see Daniel Jones cook on the Colts, the more I'm turning on Brian Daboll. And like I mean, that guy has to be terrible, right?
That's so funny coming from you because
I refuse to believe that Daniel but
you were the first the only person I knew that would not flip on Brian
and I'm
Daboll.
Still not now I'm calling him more capable than I was before the season, but man, what the hell? Never mind. We want to get into our teams first. Do you have anything nice to say about the Bears? Did they do something cool this week? Or
I'm not going crazy over this.
That's good. I was ready with the dampest towel I had on site, but I wanted you to have your moment. So.
No, hey, was it fun to watch my team win on Sunday against and I know they're not going to be that good this year, but a premier, franchise you know what I mean.
Right.
Everybody loves the Dallas Cowboys and they're never horrible. Yeah. Was it good to watch that?
Early day prime time or whatever.
Was it nice to have that? Yes. Was it nice to see Caleb actually look consistent throughout the game? Yes. Was it nice to finally see Caleb Williams get through a full 4 quarters of football without getting sacked?
Wait, he didn't take one sack?
This was the first game. His first game in his career, he didn't take a sack.
Wow.
In his entire career, it's his first game he didn't take a sack. That's crazy.
That's nice. I know it's the Cowboys or whatever, but
we'll take it.
Something.
And I'm a huge proponent of a momentum guy. They went out there, they executed, they didn't give up, kept happening. That Tyreek Stevenson strip, man, that was I
didn't see it. Who did he strip?
I don't. I think it was Javonte Williams. I don't remember. I think it was Javonte Williams. I'm not 100%. That was early on in the game.
I think he did fumble, so it probably was.
I think he stripped. I think it was Javonte. He stripped him right on the sideline and just went out of bounds. But as much as I don't love that guy, that play got the game going.
Hey,
and then. The flea flicker, that was cool.
Dude.
Even though DeAndre Swift almost fucked it up.
that flea flicker had more hang time than a J.K. Scott punt. It was crazy. When I saw the highlight, I knew it was a highlight, that it was about to be one based on context, but I was like, what the fuck was that? How do you do that?
62 air yards, the most in the NFL this season.
But the toss?
Yeah.
I mean, that...
Yeah. And Tom Brady immediately was flat-footed. He wasn't flat-footed.
The throw was on a dime.
Yeah.
It was wide open, but it's not like he Tua did or something. And
Dunze wasn't supposed to run that route.
Didn't Burden get that one?
I think he got the next one.
I don't know. You watched the game. I didn't.
Yeah. I want to put this on record. Trevon Diggs fucking sucks.
We know that on this podcast. We've always known that.
Well, now I think everybody knows because he
was the
burnt.
Most Xavier Howard dude.
Yeah, it was a really fun game all around. I'm not gonna take that and act like we're winning 14 games this year or anything like that.
It's 15 game weeks.
Yeah, I've genuinely already seen people okay, well we're locking in 10 wins now, and it's okay, come on, and
a lot of wins,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, my thoughts on this too were just this is more like a proof of concept game, kind of like Caleb Williams last year against the Panthers, where it's okay, you need to cook these guys. Russell Wilson put 450 on these guys. You need to cook them. And he did. So that's really good. He did exactly what he's supposed to. Not every garbage quarterback can just have a game like this where he just throws all over the yard. And
yep. No, the flea
advantage.
I had to double check. The flea flicker was to Burden. I don't know why I thought that play where Odunze burnt Trevon Diggs was whatever. That's fine.
Still happened, though.
I was in such and I haven't watched anything from that game since it happened. And like I was in such a frenzy that whole game that like all these plays are like bleeding together. Like
no, I get you. You were just going through the high
dude
moment. I feel that too. I usually have a lot of like general takes as I watch the game, but like it certainly all bleeds together the same way.
Yeah.
I can't always remember who caught what ball and all that.
Yeah.
Unless I see 8 replays of it on.
Well, if I see, and that's the thing with the flea flicker, if I see a replay, it's just the ball in the air.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
It's like some slow-mo video.
It was a fun game. But the one thing I was really happy to see, and they talked to Caleb about being player of the week and all this stuff, and he's just like, cool. He's at the podium and he's whatever. And they're like, you're not excited about player of the week and all this stuff? He's like, man, I'm worried about the Raiders. Like, and I love to see that.
Speaking of, I mean, also for the podcast, Derwin James got player of the week. He was running around this game too. He played crazy. We each got one.
Hey, we'll take it, man. Yeah. I love that. And I have the same outlook too. It's on to the Raiders, and I actually think that has potential to be a pretty good game.
I do too. I mean, I feel like they both might have like some weak defenses. This might be a really fun fantasy game. I feel like you look at both teams and you're like, ooh, you're like licking your chops at that matchup, just thinking about it. I might be playing Geno this week, so I'm really hoping the Bears are bad.
I dropped Geno, I think, after week 1.
Did you? He's gonna just fucking float around, I bet. Yeah. I spent an embarrassing amount of fab on him after
wasn't it like 17?
I needed him so bad, yeah. I was like, somebody's gonna definitely put $10 on this. I can spend 17. I am rapidly burning through my FOB.
Hey.
But anyway, that should be a good game. Real quick, since I don't think that's gonna be Chargers Giants wasn't a game of the week, so I wanted to call it real quick. What do you think's gonna happen, Bears Raiders? We'll do that real quick before we start getting into the games that happened last week.
Yeah, I think this is a really fun matchup of a really tenured coach and a rookie head coach.
I always forget they have Pete Carroll.
Yeah, I think we need to see. I mean, you can't be cute, I don't think, if you're Ben Johnson. I think you have to try to. Well, and that's what I liked about, the flea flicker play. That was like, we already had the lead.
Right. He kind of does that, though. He is one to like step on the throat when you're up.
Yeah. You're right. He kind of did do that with the Lions as well. So that's fair. But I think it's absolutely going to be what offense puts it together the best.
Sure.
100%. And the Caleb and Rome connections looking really, really good.
Nice.
It's looking awesome. I need to see more of that. The one thing I am scared about is I could very easily see this being the Genty breakout game.
Oh yeah, I totally could see that. I was talking to my partner Asia about like their fantasy team this week, and like they're obviously super sick of Genty at this point.
Oh yeah.
So, but like, and it was just. It took everything to just be like, no, trust me, just play him this week.
This is the
because
last.
It's Chicago. So like, I didn't tell him to do that. I was like, whatever, because at this point they have no allegiance to Genty. Like they don't love Genty the way that you and I love Genty.
Yeah.
And but they figured it out, or not figured it out, but they decided on their own that they're going to give one more week because it's the Bears. And I was like, yes, yes. But like, that could be I mean, it's not like you're like cooked if it happens. Like
no,
the Raiders defense is terrible.
Yeah.
It is just like Max Crosby and just some guys, just some Whole Foods employees. Like it's nothing out there. So like Caleb could easily have another proof of concept game against the Raiders. They look bad. I
think we can contain Crosby too. Our line is just so much improved.
He's like the one guy they got. It's like he can wreck the game. I just need a little bit more help than that. And maybe with that, talking about like edge rushers that can completely wreck the game. As a Bears fan, I'm sure you have a certain bone to pick with a certain team who looked awful this week.
I was like, wait, what is he talking about?
Completely took over this game and had what's probably going to be the biggest upset of the season. Packers did not shit. They could not hold up. Apparently, Mason Graham, I think the new draft pick, he's looking really good too. And if you get a good player next to Myles Garrett, it's fucking curtains. And sometimes, even though those shitty Browns, they've always been able to like have a random defensive day that can just completely wreck anybody. And unfortunately for Jordan Love specifically, this was one of them. Here's a fun stat I heard about Jordan Love. I have a lot of pressure rate stats this week. 42% pressure rate on non-blitzes. Rushing 4, Cleveland got damn near 50% pressure rate.
Oh.
That is gross.
Wow.
It really makes me wish that they had an even half competent offense. Like, this team could really be good if they could do anything on offense. Like,
word from Ronnie, the Ravens fan, Stavros Halkias. They got Joe Flacco, yo. They got Flacco, yo. I wish I could do a Baltimore accent.
Oh, I don't even know. I've never once been to Baltimore. You got me there.
Yeah.
Did you see any of this game? I mean, I
had it on my side screen like the whole time because it was a Packers hate watch for sure. Because they couldn't.
You're like, wait, they're down?
It was 3-0 forever, dude.
Yeah. I think they went into halftime and it was 3-0 and you're like, I gotta see what's happening. What the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, I was mainly watching the Colts game. But
you weren't even worried about the Packers.
Not really. I genuinely like I had it on. I think it was mainly because it was like the only other game on that like because I don't have Sunday ticket. I gotta work on that. But
we're doing.
Yeah, we need to do that.
Yeah, we're gonna be on that too. And then like this is only episode 2, and we're already so cash. Like once we settle down and get Red Zone, we're gonna be the best podcast on Podbean. Check us out. Did you see the Jordan run clip from this game?
I don't think so.
There was a lineman that just got completely dusted by Myles Garrett, and like as soon as he beat him, you heard the soundbite. He said, "Run, Jordan!" He said, "Like Jordan, run!" Because he's basically like a beeline straight to his blind side. It was funny shit. And then like Myles Garrett went to the sideline. He was like, "Run, Jordan!" Like making fun of him. God. It was a really funny clip. But,
I love that.
There's surprisingly there's just not much to talk about here because I mean
on this game,
13-10, not much happened.
This is the highest the Browns will perform, and this is probably a mulligan from the Packers. That's
just for a quick. How much does this drop you in the power rankings? Because for me, like it happens. Obviously I'm dropping them. They're fallible, but like I'm not gonna like overreact.
They're not in double digits.
Right. I mean, maybe like 8, 9, but I still think the defense is crazy and the offense is going to get it together. And I think the Browns just kind of get you sometimes, and it really sucks. It sucks when that happens. But
well, there's a lot, and that's the thing too is taking like a micro view at it and saying, oh, they need to plummet. Honestly, look around the league. Some of the best teams underperformed.
Absolutely.
I mean, the Ravens.
It happens all the time. I mean, that's. I don't even think that they did underperform. I think.
Well, you're right.
If we're gonna,
do we
want to pivot to Lions Ravens?
That's fine. That's fine. I mainly just meant like they didn't win. Like this was a good week to lose. I think.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the fashion they did, but
I mean, they lost to the Lions. I mean,
I was still saying like Packers. This was a good week for them to lose to not plummet in the power rankings.
Yeah,
basically.
You're right.
But
if they do this against like Carolina, like some teams did this week, then maybe they took a decent fall. But there's like a superpower on Cleveland that makes it kind of different.
Fair. But pivoting to that game, Derrick Henry really needs to stop eating them buttery biscuits at halftime.
Dude, I don't know what's happening to him. It's been 3 games and 3 fumbles now. Like, I want to say
big ones too.
That it's just circumstantial, like whatever. Like, well, this past one, like Aiden Hutchinson almost like got like behind him almost, and like punched it out, and it's whatever. And then it just at that point, I think it just happens, but. I don't know. I'm not gonna like. You got to hold on to the fucking ball, like but like you can't be doing these in these pivotal moments. Like
no,
but especially because he's just not the guy to do that. But
he's not on, washed watch or anything like that.
Yeah,
he's
certainly fucking up because it's different. Yeah. Like being washed is like you just don't have the athleticism anymore. He's just doing uncharacteristic things. Like maybe he's losing strength in his grip, but
we're finally seeing this man come back down to earth, or not come back down to earth, come to earth for the first time in his football career.
I don't even know. It's just like, I think he's just going to fix it. They just have to like let him fix it, I guess. He had like a weak game against Cleveland, and that's just because their defense is crazy. But I don't know. Lamar in this game too, he wasn't getting the ball out at all. I don't know. It's not very like Lamar to do that, so I'm thinking that everything was just covered up. I didn't really see it like that. You had a note about this, because he obviously has the pocket presence superpower where he can like jump in and out all the time. But like you made a note earlier.
Oh yeah, there were like 4 or 5 different plays where it looked like he was going to break out for like 40 yards in a rush attempt, and then at the very last second he gets tripped up on the last line of defenders. Like it's wild. Also, too, another note on that, like what you were saying, is like Zay Flowers. They score 30 points, and this man had 2 receptions. Like,
yeah, they locked him up tonight. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, like, it kind of just is random out there. Mark Andrews had a good game, and then Rashad Bateman came out to play tonight too. And I think they just kind of were taking what they're getting and not like forcing it to Zay Flowers. Like, I think this is more like of a fantasy bad thing rather than him for real.
No, but, I'm not saying, sure. But that just simply is uncharacteristic, though.
Oh yeah, I mean, he is like their guy. Like they usually have him rocking. But, and I love my Zay Flowers too. And you said.
What I said when you said I had a note on something.
That was the note. It was
okay.
And then like what I noticed too, like there was one play Lamar, like he almost made like 6 dudes miss at some point, and I'm just like, oh, this is the one. Now he's about to break out and 60-yard run or whatever. But like even then, he ended up getting caught up. They were swarming him, man. They did a really good job containing him. In the way that Lamar was contained, I haven't really seen that much. And there's another fun stat I found. Let me pull this out real quick.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson before tonight was 24-2 against NFC teams.
Wow.
He completely rocks the NFC because they never know how to stop him. And because they just don't have enough experience doing so. And last time I even said on this podcast when we were talking about games of the week that I thought he was going to get the best of the Lions because he did last time. And it turns out they learned something from a couple years ago and they know how to limit him now.
And I was about to say the dumbest thing ever about, what dual threat quarterbacks were there in the NFC? Oh, besides Jalen Hurts. Besides Jaden Daniels. I
guess Jaden Daniels now, but like before that, like Jalen Hurts ain't Lamar.
That's fair. That's fair. But. Yeah. I guess like pure dual threat. Where like I'm not gonna be the guy, and weird tangent here, but I'm not gonna be the guy that everybody's been lately. Like, oh, Jalen Hurts doesn't know how to pass the ball.
They came out. I guess that's our next segue. They ruined our parlay this week. I had like 3 different parlays on the Rams. I picked the Rams last week for our games of the week. My head was huge when the Rams were up like 27-6.
Oh, I thought the whole thing was
I was
locked.
like, oh, dude, we're gonna look so smart on our week 2 show bragging about this one. Like the Eagles couldn't do shit, and then what do you know? Finally, the Eagles are behind and have to play like they're behind, and they just feed AJ Brown. Like, and like nobody's shocked that he's a fucking monster. And this is just like what they do. They want 100% to run the ball, and then if they fall behind, they have goats to bring them back.
Yeah,
and, like they won't even like run anything that's not out of like a Navy offense until they're behind a couple scores. They're weird and
they're very weird. I hate that team so much.
I know you too. I love my Eagles. Eagles. Yeah. No, I mean they're super annoying and like now that I know that they like can go like in through the pass game and actually get stuff done, like I'm less hard on them. I was kind of wondering if they were gonna be like
2 years ago,
Brian Johnson. When they had that like high school offensive coordinator basically. I just thought it was gonna be that again. But I mean, I guess they just know that they can whip it out to AJ Brown whenever they want. And Rams really blew it. this game. Like
100%.
they could have made such a statement by winning this game, especially if they continued to win it in such dominating fashion.
Yeah.
And now they're just 2-1. And
still looks solid. You know,
they look great. I still like the Rams.
Yeah, I still think that I don't think they made a statement, but
they could have won.
Yeah,
like, they were a reasonable field goal away from winning.
Yeah,
and
I don't think I don't think they necessarily made a statement, but I still think that they are like, hey, we are still here. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you got to take them seriously for sure.
Exactly.
And we should have known too. Like, I mean, Puka still looks awesome, and
I don't know. I really liked the idea of this game, but things happen. And shout out to the Eagles there. If we get a repeat, if we get 2 repeats in a row, man,
I'd be cool with the Eagles repeating. I know nobody else shares that opinion, but yeah. I love Jalen Hurts too much to be mad about it.
Yeah, I know.
And
he's solid.
It'd be nice if people could just like have to respect Nick Sirianni. But
yeah,
I know it's really hard to do so. But the Rams are you done here?
Yeah.
The Rams are 2-1. They're behind on the division to a team that I'm gonna victory lap like crazy because I fear this is the last time I'm gonna be able to do it. The San Francisco 49ers are 3-0 with 2 Mac Jones starts, mind you.
Yeah.
I nobody got to hear it. I was super bullish on the Niners this year because I knew they had a weak schedule and I trust Kyle Shanahan. And they have Robert Saleh back, and he's sick. And their defense is exactly as advertised with Robert Saleh. He's been fantastic. But now Nick Bosa tore his ACL, and I fear that that's not quite the same. I feel like they're still going to be a good team, especially now that Brock's going to be coming back. And eventually Ayuk's going to be healthy, and Kittle's going to be healthy, and they're going to have the guys back. And they won't just be running Ricky Pearsall and friends on the offense all the time. But I think Nick Bosa's a lot to lose, and I think they can still like be a good team and still make playoffs, similar to the Lions last year, where they like still had a really well-run defense, even though Aiden Hutchinson was down. I feel like that's going to cap your ceiling at a certain point. And while I was calling them to be a dark horse Super Bowl team, I don't think that anymore. I do think they'll make playoffs, though.
Oh yeah, and I've seen this clip so many times, and it is Thursday, so this happened Sunday. Was that Marv drop this week?
Dude.
I was.
Dude.
That was...
he's tabled. I'm not defending him anymore until he gives me a reason to. That was so bad. I don't think Quentin Johnston had a drop that was worse than that. Did you see the screenshot of him close up where his eyes were like looking up? Like he wasn't even looking at the damn thing.
No.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that was literally one of the worst drops you can imagine.
I so high on Marv. I'm not saying a good word about him until he figures it out. I'm done. You
think his dad's talked to him since?
Dude, I'd disown his ass, bro. Like, how are you gonna be the son of Marvin Harrison and be like 4 inches taller than that man and then do what he's doing? And then to have all that praise coming out, like Brian Hartline of Ohio State, the Ohio State receivers coach, that's a legend. He said he was the best receiver he's ever seen. Comes out like this, and then Egbuka's sick the next year. Like, dude,
and also,
it's such a disappointment.
Up until now, I feel like a lot of people were just like, "Oh, the Cardinals aren't," but then there's always been this quiet pocket of people that were like, there has to be a reason they're not using him.
And we said that last week.
Yeah, that's
we were still still were looking for reasons. But
we found
I'm not looking anymore. I don't care.
No.
We'll wait and see.
I bet Dad sent him a new birth certificate in the mail with a different name. He's like, you
Dad
are not
out for milk that day.
You are not fucking Junior anymore, bitch.
Man, that's
Martin. You're Martin Harrison.
You're Martin Harrison. And I want to say the Cardinals look good because, like, I think they are like a scrappy good team this year. But like now they don't have James Conner, and like I don't think Benson's got it. I don't think he's anything special. Do you feel different?
Not that I feel differently. I think he's. I hate to use the same word that you just used, but scrappy.
Yeah,
I think he's enough to get the job done. I just
and James Conner really isn't anything great either. He just like he gets like volume and he's consistent and
I just think
that's really all Trey needs to be.
I just think it's unfortunate that they're in the division they're in. I think if they were in a little bit, and now, the Seahawks aren't anything crazy or anything like that, but like, the Niners and the Rams, I think, are just like so clearly better.
Yeah, no, I mean, I might even take Rams now, and Niners already beat them. They already got a leg up on them.
Yeah,
so it becomes pretty tough.
I'm not starting Marvin this week, by the way.
That's a smart decision, which means he will be putting up 25. Start Marvin Harrison this week.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's fine. If he wants to do that, yeah, hell yeah. When you I always go back to the term. You need proof of concept at this point. That's kind of how I feel about like BTJ.
Well,
but
and
now we're getting onto it.
I'm playing Keenan instead.
I'm playing him instead of I guess McLaurin this week. I was gonna play him instead of Jamar Chase, but McLaurin's questionable, and I don't know. I'm gonna
McLaurin
let Chase
also didn't.
But
he didn't practice today.
The only other team in that division is the Seahawks, and they fucking whacked the Saints this past week. Yeah. Whatever. Chris Olave, PPR merchant. Seahawks look decent. JSN's dope.
Yeah. Sam Darnold looks.
Yeah, he might be a guy.
Pretty good.
He might be a guy. I don't know.
Looks pretty good.
We'll see.
I mean, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not going crazy. Well, I mean, but even like the whole season, Sam Darnold's been.
He hasn't disappointed yet. That's for sure.
Yeah. So
are they also 2-1?
Yeah, I think
what
so.
What a division, man. I think none of those teams are below 500.
That's outrageous.
Yeah.
Not really though, because
2-1, 2-1.
How many? Because the Niners have played the Saints. The Seahawks have played the Saints. I hate to just pick on this team right now, but
I mean, it's real shit. And like, there's many moments where I'm glad we didn't have a podcast 2 years ago. I wish we had a podcast 5 years ago, so we could see the fruition of the Saints' entire collapse. And I'm gonna victory lap how terrible they are. And
all 3 of the Saints games so far have been against NFC West teams.
Are they really?
Cardinals, Niners, Seahawks. Wow. I thought so, but I didn't want to say that without.
That's checking. Really funny.
Yeah,
that's so funny.
And the Cardinals. I mean, it was 20-13. I don't even remember the full game. Yeah, I mean, who cares? Saints,
I heard some stuff about it, and I more was just like, bro, is Mac Jones gonna win another game? And I'm not really shocked. Like I have so much faith in Kyle Shanahan, and I'm just not surprised at all.
Mac Jones is, in a decent scenario, Mac Jones really isn't like this atrocious player that people make him out to be. He's not good.
Yeah, he's a guy that's like, if you're ahead, he's going to be good.
Yeah,
but he's just not going to be the guy to throw you into a win.
No, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, we're getting through a lot of games. What's something else do you have any notes? I can jump to a random game if you want. You said you watched. We actually both watched the Colts-Titans game.
Yeah,
we could probably talk about that a little bit.
Yeah,
Cam Ward threw the most disgusting pick six, or was it just? It was just a pick. No, it was a pick six. To open, I think it was the first play of the game.
Pretty sure it was. Yeah,
he threw to a flat that like was not open. Like it was the dumbest throw. I still love the guy, but oh wow! And once again, Calvin Ridley is a fucking bum. And
Brian Callahan is one of the worst coaches I've ever witnessed in my entirety of watching football.
How long do you think I'm going to pull up the Titans schedule. We're going to guess how long Brian Callahan lasts.
Without seeing the schedule.
Next week. He's gone. He already delegated play calling.
Yeah, to the QB coach. Yeah,
which is like, I think that's fine. Like Sirianni did that.
That's
and he
very
looked
early,
a lot better
though.
for it. But it's like, when you do that and you have no other good qualities and your team looks like garbage and they what was their third and 9.9 is their average third down, I think you said? That's crazy.
And
he's an offensive minded head coach.
Yeah.
He has an offensive line coach that's his dad, who's like a legend, and they look terrible.
That was in the second quarter that was the stat. I'm pretty sure by the end of the game it crossed over.
At least
I'm pretty sure it crossed over above 10 by the end of the game.
You stated that stat, and then I looked like every time, and it was just like 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10. Like they'd get like a 3rd and 6, but like
nope.
It's just they can't move the ball. They can't, and like,
and it's not
the
Cam's
best
fault
third
at
down
all.
teams are like secretly, like low key, actually just the best first and second down teams.
Mhm.
You can't just be banking on third and long. Justin Herbert had to do that his first couple years as on the Chargers, and like it's just a struggle, man. It's a tough way to live.
Well, and like at that point, Justin Herbert, he's got an arm. I'm not saying Cam doesn't have an arm, but he's got a special arm. He had Keenan Allen catching the ball. It's Calvin Ridley's not Keenan Allen.
Yeah, dude, you need to do something a little better. And they just can't get like Pollard going either.
No,
it's miserable. But
I said it when they got Pollard that he's not anything.
You're right. I mean, he was decent last year, and like he's okay, but he's just nothing special. And on the flip side of this, my bad, Daniel Jones. I'll chill for here on out, but like I'm gonna be jumping down your throat the second I see this happen. But like I think the real question is like I just don't believe it, and it's because I loved Dable so much. But like now it's like, man, it's like in Scrubs when you start rooting for Dr. Cox. And you're like, oh, it was never his fault. Okay,
didn't really watch Scrubs that much.
Well, I mean, hopefully our 5 listeners watch Scrubs. And no, he looks nice. There was one play, I know you saw it, where he was getting pressured up the middle, and he like shook free and like spun out of a sack attempt, and then scrambled for a bunch of yards. And I was like, that's really good, which is promising because one of his biggest weaknesses was his pocket management.
Yep.
And he couldn't do it. And he did such a good job this game. Now, granted, another pressure rate he had a 25% pressure rate.
What?
Which is next to nothing. I mean, not next to nothing, but nowhere near like the amount that other people had to go through this week. But like when he got pressure, he handled it pretty well.
Yeah.
So and he didn't hit anything. Like there wasn't any like crazy tight windows, but like he made the right decisions. And I can't hate him for that. And I think the real question is whether or not he can be like Sam Darnold like last year.
Exactly.
And he probably can. And especially with that offense.
Yeah, I just, in terms of receivers, adding Tyler Warren to this offense,
it really brought that shit.
Yeah, dude.
Like they were running with like the Jack Doyles and the who's the name of the other guy?
Mo Alley Cox.
Like those were like their 2 most featured tight ends.
What was that one tight end that dropped that ball? Was it last year or the year before?
Eric Ebron was there at some point. I know that was not who you're talking about, but
dang, that's gonna kill me.
Maybe Kylan Granson.
Kylan Granson, that's who it was.
He's an Eagle now.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Fun fact.
I actually didn't know that.
Colts look really good. I don't know if this is sustainable. I mean, they did it against the Dolphins, the Titans, and while the Broncos is a good defense, like they probably should have lost that game. Like it was played really close and really well, and they did really good for playing a defense like the Broncos, but we don't even know that the Broncos are good yet. And
that actually is one of the biggest question marks I have on any team right now.
The Broncos?
Yeah.
They, according to The Athletic, I think they're the 31st team in offensive efficiency.
Yeah.
It's success rate.
PFF graded Bo Nix at like 31 quarterbacks.
It was painful for Bo Nix. My issue with Bo Nix is like everybody like kind of knows what he does, and it's like he throws underneath, and then when you bite too much, it's like the Oregon stuff. And then when you bite too much, he'll throw it deep and hit you with a bomb. He just didn't hit on the bombs this week, and they were there, which is why I believe that the offense can be good. And like Bo Nix, like just barely missed these guys, so like I don't want to be too harsh on him, but that's the only way you can have a really good offense is if you actually hit on those shots, and you can't miss on most of them, especially when they're all wide open.
And Cortland had a good game.
He's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm glad I started him in fantasy. I'm sorry I wavered, Cortland. I love you.
I just picked up Troy Franklin this past week, and that was a really upsetting game for his first.
They do
game.
Like him. So.
I know 100%, and
he's way better than Mims. Like
they
straight up
they tied for receptions, him and Mims. But Troy Franklin had what was it 8 receptions? Not this past week, but the week before. Like that breakout week he had, I'm pretty sure he had 8 receptions.
Yeah, it was 8 catches for like 89 and a touchdown or something.
You're not I don't even know how many targets he had, but you're not throwing to a guy at the very
it was like
least.
9 targets.
Yeah, at the very least, they're throwing 8 times to a guy. They obviously want him on the team. They obviously, want to throw to him. So, if they could figure that out, I think they
just don't have enough.
No, I don't think so.
They don't have anywhere near enough offensive weapons. They can only rely on Sutton so much, man.
Yeah.
And I don't know. They're gonna have to figure something out. I think it's Bo Nix needs to grow and get better too. But I again, if he hits one of those deep passes, it probably is a different game.
Yeah.
And he only missed them by like a fingernail's worth of room. It's whatever. Like I'm not gonna react too harshly, but their offense doesn't look great so far.
And we might be looking at a sophomore slump possibly too, which. Actually, I kind of want to say, I only want to talk about this
I feel like he's the same guy. It's like he got the breaks last year and doesn't this year, but...
Yeah, I kind of did want to segue into who was a sophomore slump last year, and I kind of want to talk about him a little bit.
We did get on a tangent on the... I was gonna, we did get on a tangent on the Broncos, but like we could easily talk about Stroud. I have a really fun number here for you if you want to hear it.
Just 1 second. There are a lot of people that are very, very, very low on CJ Stroud, and that is not the correct take.
Sure. Yeah, I agree.
It's very lukewarm because this offensive line is so historically bad. It's so bad. And we said it before the season started. I mean, that they were just going to be the offensive line took a huge downgrade. And but yeah, I'm actually curious to hear this stat.
The Texans this year have scored 38 points over the past 3 games. This is the 12th team in the last decade to score less than 40 in the first 3 weeks. Teams like this include the Arizona Cardinals with Josh Rosen. It includes the Dolphins pre-Tua when they were tanking for Tua. This includes the Jets of the year before they got Zach Wilson with Sam Darnold. This offense looks really bad.
So bad.
And my biggest gripe about so they got rid of Tunsil and then ended up getting rid of a bunch of other guys because they wanted to like reset the room or something and restart their identity. The main issue is like when CJ Stroud came out of college, his biggest weaknesses were like 1, he lacks mobility to escape when he's pressured, and 2, he's not great when he's under pressure. So like he comes in and he's fine, but like you make the line worse. It's like he's already done all that. I don't see why this is how you notice that he has this very specific weakness and then just lean into it. And like he can't do anything out there.
When he's escaping, he looks like he's wearing a fucking pair of jeans, bro.
He does.
Like he is not. He's so slow.
Yeah, he's never been fast. Like it's not his game. Like he can move if he needs to, but that's not his game at all. He's more of like in the Joe Burrow mold.
No, I'm not even saying that as like a take on, I'm not having this epiphany about this. It's just like, I was kind of just building off what you said. It's like, this about him.
Yeah.
You guys scouted him.
Yeah, everybody does.
You scout. Yeah. I mean,
he's not an
talking
athletic
about
guy. Like,
no,
not really. Like,
no. If he's got a stable pocket, he looked like a top 10 quarterback.
Yeah, and he easily could be because he's super accurate and he makes great decisions.
Yeah. And I mean, I actually wanted to like just look at their depth chart a little bit.
They finally got Christian Kirk back.
Yeah.
Which did not help him a lot, but it helped Nico Collins. He went kind of crazy. Then he had a fumble and kind of blew the game away.
Yeah, I don't get it. At least their defense has been.
It's not good enough, and it looks
good enough.
And it looks like Stingley's banged up now. Like he might miss significant time.
That sucks.
Which really sucks. That's not good for them.
I knew he was like questionable going into next week, but I didn't know how significant it was.
It might not be as serious as I heard. I just heard that it might be significant.
Yeah. They also have a lot of youth on their defense.
Who'd the Jags play this week?
Not sure, but
I can't remember.
Boy, oh boy, have we just been homering the amount of snaps that Travis Hunter plays every game. Like, bro, I don't care.
I haven't seen it at all, honestly.
I don't know.
I just know that he played a bunch of corner this time around.
Yeah, he did.
Who did they play?
I don't even remember who it was on.
Oh, they played the Texans. We're so stupid.
No, I thought that's why you brought that up.
No, that's why I was thinking. I was like, wait, who did they play?
No, I thought that's why you brought that up. No, I don't remember. I think it might have been on Nico, but there was one specific play, one really good specific Travis Hunter defensive play that I liked. And
I know he didn't like allow a ton, but like I don't know, people are they're really eager to hate on Travis Hunter. Like I think people need to chill out. But
no, 100%. But what I was saying is actually like the inverse. I don't know if my Instagram feed knows that he's on my fantasy team or something like that. But I keep seeing like NFL pages like, oh, he played this many snaps this week. It's like, bro, I don't actually care.
That only matters when you're like going for the Heisman. Like if he was in like offensive player of the year or even defensive conversations, then sure. But like,
even if
I don't care about that right now. Like, can we just see good plays first? Like,
exactly.
That would be great.
That's what I'm getting. Even if he just had like a touchdown and like 40 yards and like a pass breakup, maybe, and just some good coverage, sure. But we're not getting that. He's not. He's not really playing anything significant on either side of the ball. Yeah. And you drafted him Flacco to Travis Hunter?
Feed families. Make Jerry Jeudy a number 2.
Joe Flacco, yo! Yeah, I'm not going to lie. That has the potential, depending on how the next 2 or 3 years play out with him. And again, we're going into week 4 of his rookie year. I'm not saying that this is gonna happen. I'm just saying that has the potential to look like one of the worst deals. Like,
it really does, and it's a bummer. And I don't want to lean too much into it because I did that with like Marv.
Yeah,
like I have to keep backing my guy.
You really liked the idea of Hunter, and honestly, I did too. I've been seeing a lot of people talking about, and you guys wanted this guy to be Heisman over Genty. It's like, hey man, what's Genty doing?
No, like, dude, same. He's been disappointing too, and they're not using him the way they need to. I know why they're not, and it's because he's a liability in pass protection. But it's like I wish he would just figure it out on pass protection because that dude needs to get like all the snaps. But they're giving like what's his name, Dylan Laub, I think, like giving him snap. Like that's come on.
You said his name last week. I said, damn, I really need to figure that out. Didn't figure that out in the whole 7 days because I just don't care. And well, actually, after this week, I'll possibly know the name. But
we've gone. I think we've talked about all the like big, interesting conversations. We're gonna move on to some like questions. What was your favorite moment of this week?
Favorite moment, the flea flicker.
The flea flicker was that one gave you life.
What about your
next favorite?
I was gonna say, do I have to remove bias?
You have to remove something you talked about already.
Okay, fair. Oh, this is adjacent to it, but it's a reaction.
Okay.
Derrick Henry's reaction to his fumble is like, dude, so mad.
Yeah, I was like, I wanted to like stick up for him. I was like, yeah, he's mad, but like he really was like the way he like flopped onto it's like, oh,
he slammed his helmet. Oh, dude, he was. No, I can't use that. What's my favorite moment? I keep thinking it.
I'll get you
get me
My
going.
favorite
I keep
moment
of stuff we've already talked
was getting that first catch from Emeka Egbuka on the game-winning drive from Baker Mayfield. I knew they were winning that game, dude. I saw the blocked kick return for a touchdown. I was so not concerned because I just had, like, at this point, I have so much faith in Baker Mayfield and Emeka Egbuka. Like, I saw that first catch, and he made another catch right after that first one where, like, I think that they ended up ruling it incomplete. I don't agree. It looked like he caught it, and it was a sick catch.
Yeah.
And then he ended up making a completion to Sterling Shepard, and then it was all good to go. And the Bucks are looking good now, and I think Baker could be for real. Granted, whatever, they beat the Texans, who look terrible, and they beat the Jets, who are terrible. and then they beat the Falcons, who also had a miserable week. So, they could just be nothing, but they're probably definitely winning their division no matter what.
Yeah.
And they have like the world's easiest schedule. And if they went 17-0, I feel like they could be that, like, remember like when the Steelers went 11-0 and then were terrible the rest of the way? I feel like that could be the Bucs this year.
I think because it was still 16 games at that point, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
I think they went like 1-4 to finish out the year.
It was bad.
I
know that.
Yeah. I will actually piggyback off of your favorite moment.
Was it the Aaron Glenn like dance as they got the pick six?
That was a great
one. Which was definitely top 3.
That was a great one.
For sure.
No, I'm gonna play off of it by saying it's Baker Mayfield, but it was at the podium, and we finally have clarification. It is Tyrod Taylor. It is not Tyrod Taylor.
I heard the opposite. I heard that it is Tyrod Taylor.
No, they asked him. What? They said, your good friend Tyrod Taylor, and he said, I'm going to stop you right there. Tyrod says it's Tyrod now because he got sick of correcting people. It is Tyrod Taylor.
Well, good. I'm glad I kept calling him Tyrod. So
yeah,
that's good.
It is Tyrod Taylor.
Do you think that's what Bijan did too? He probably just knows that it's saucier like, to say Bijan. Yeah, it feels better.
Probably.
Yeah.
I could see that.
But yeah, he came. I don't know if you heard about that. He came out and corrected himself and says it's Bijan.
Yeah.
Which, like, why would you say that and then go back on it? It's probably the same thing. He probably just doesn't want to correct people.
Probably liked it. Either liked it more or just knew that that's probably what most people already knew him as. Wants to stop correcting everybody. So whatever. Yeah, you got another question?
Yeah, what is, I mean, we're just going to jump the other way. What was your least favorite moment of the week?
Least favorite moment of the week.
Just disgusting bullshit.
Probably the Lions actually looking like a fucking solid team still.
Dude,
almost like they didn't take almost like they've maybe taken a step forward.
No, kind of, yeah. I mean, Aiden Hutchinson's back. So now they're just filthy. It's like the offense looks just as good. The defense looks fine, and Hutchinson's still there. So
that's easily my least favorite.
I think our first recorded podcast in this basement, which we didn't post, I said that I thought the Lions were going to win the Super Bowl, or at least you said that, come out of the NFC is what I think I said.
Yeah.
And that's feeling a lot better.
Yeah.
Now, last week I said Ravens are going to win the AFC, and they're my Super Bowl pick. So, I mean, you give a little, you take a little. But, I've turned on the Lions. I was a big Lions hater, and I thought for sure that they were just getting coasted on by Ben Johnson.
Yeah.
I was probably wrong about that.
To piggyback off that as well, I said this. Fucking everybody said this. This was Dan Campbell's prove that you're a really good coach here.
Dude, yeah.
And
he might get coach of the year.
He's shown up. He's already shown up. That sucks because if the Packers, minus this last week, show up the way they've been showing up and Detroit continues to look the way they've looked, the NFC, I actually thought that the NFC North might have just had one season where everybody could have been, fantastic. Obviously we were the basement dwellers all year, but like the other 3 teams were super solid. I don't know with the Vikings, but one thing's for certain, the Detroit Lions are going nowhere.
Well, you want to talk about the Vikings? Maybe we're good.
What's your least favorite?
My least favorite moment was being so certain that Jake Browning could carry the Bengals offense at least enough to give me good fantasy points. I still believe in like the outlook for at least Jamar Chase, probably not Chase Brown but like this was just a bad defense for Jake Browning to go against. And it wasn't even all his fault. There were several fumbles in this one. But this one made me miserable. And yeah.
Somebody who I hate, and I think I even said it last week. And honestly, it's not even, as much as I don't like him, I don't think it's entirely his fault. I do think you need to move on from Zach Taylor.
I don't know.
I don't like
that one's tough. I get that too. He doesn't really have like a superpower you can point to. He's really good for this reason. But like they have been really good since getting him. Now
he's had to deal with a lot of bullshit.
most like when teams have a bust rate at the rate that team does, I usually blame the coach. So I can see you there, and they haven't gotten like fresh talent in years. There's like, can you even name like a difference maker that they've drafted the past 3 seasons? Like, probably. I mean,
Shamar Stewart.
Yeah, he made a real difference in the headlines. And we had more to talk about.
Yeah, I mean that's a very good point. Yeah, I just think he's so insignificant, and I think that
they need a shot.
Yeah, something needs to change on this team. The defense being one of the things.
I mean, and I've learned from watching the Chargers too. It's like just because you don't have talent doesn't mean you can't be like a capable defense. Like you can make like a at least average or even just like fringe top 20 defense with nobody if you have a good coordinator. They clearly don't have anybody worth bragging about there.
Not really.
And yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to give you 2 more questions, and they're also a flip-flop of basically the same thing.
Fair.
Who do you have really strong faith in this season?
Team-wise or player-wise?
We'll go team-wise, but you also can do player if you want to like pepper that in as well.
Okay.
And I imagine any player you pick is probably going to be team-wise too.
Actually, no, because I just wanted to. I know I keep bringing it up. I don't care, and I know this is a pretty like regular take. I'm just like this very well. Like if this extends through the whole season, this could be a crazy breakout year for Rome Odunze. But I'll get off that.
I mean, I'm waiting for him too. So, I mean, he's here. Like he's arrived. I'm
just
center.
I just can't talk enough about it. I love it. But team wise, are you saying like to get out of where they're at right now, or just
to like
sustain
exceed expectations? Maybe it's just make playoffs. Maybe it's win a playoff game.
Okay. I'll bring a couple things up, but then I'll solidify my pick. I very much see the Chiefs figuring this out.
Sure. That's a good answer.
I like that. And I think we even brought it up last week. You just can't count out Andy Reid. Mahomes is Mahomes.
We never talked about Chiefs Giants. And I had a whole rant I wanted to go on how much I hated Russ, but honestly now it doesn't matter because Jackson Dart's playing. So it's like, what am I gonna say that nobody else has said? Exactly. Russ sucks. Did you see real quick? Did you see the last drive or anything in this one?
No. I stat watched this game a little bit, and I was like, I don't fucking care.
There was like a first and goal or like a goal line. And, a green zone situation.
Yeah.
Where I think like 3 out of his 4 plays, he threw a ball out of the back of the end zone, including the 4th down. Like, just threw the ball away. He looked so bad this game. But we missed our chance.
That's not even a coaching mishap either.
No, he just sucks.
That's just, he needs to be done.
But anyway, you believe in the Chiefs because they're 1-2. And the Chiefs.
Yeah, you know what? I was going to talk about, because I was going to bring up Chargers too. I can see this being sustained. But honestly, yeah, my pick will be Chiefs. And that's not a hot take by any means. But they're going to figure this out. And they'll be just fine. Who do they play next week?
They play the Ravens.
I was just about. That's right. We talked about this.
They're definitely going to make our next segment for games of the week because I have some stuff I want to say about that one.
And this is the game I'm looking out for too. And my opinion might even change next week because this is like a huge. This is I hate to say must win in week 4, but they gotta.
We gotta. This is gonna be part of my conversation.
You're right.
We gotta bounce off this for sure.
You're right.
We're on the same page here, though.
Okay.
But so then I really believe in the Bucks. I think they're pretty nice.
That's a good pick.
I like the offense is gonna keep getting healthier. I mean, Mike Evans has gone a couple weeks, but he'll be back. And they're fine. And Baker looks like he can come back from anything. And it's like the easiest schedule ever. A note that was made on a different podcast I was listening to is that like. They had 3 easy wins, and they still have 5 NFC South games to play.
Oh,
Like they have a lot of opportunities to like really win a lot of games this year, and I think they're actually pretty good. Like I like what I see out of them. I think they got a little bit of everything. Offensive weapons are undeniable. Baker's got the swagger everybody wants out of him,
and Mike Evans is sitting in his house right now running calculations for how many
yards
he needs per game when he comes back to get 1,000.
I retweeted on my brand new Twitter account at Chopblock Damon that somebody talked about. They're like, oh, that 1,000-yard streak ends now, and I was like, you mean like last year?
He missed like 6 games last year.
I don't think it was that much, but he did miss a fair amount of games, and then he came back and did it. But like he's gonna miss less this year. It's not even that serious.
Yeah, I think it was quite a few actually. I could be wrong. I think the reason I'm thinking it was long is because I wanted to trade for him, and then I was waiting for him to come back, and then I think the trade deadline passed, so it just felt like a long time.
That could have been it.
That's probably what it was, but I want to double check to see how many games he played last year, because he broke 1,000 in the last game, right?
Yeah.
It was like the last.
It was
drive.
The cheeky play, but to be real, he had an insane finish to that season.
He only missed 3 games. I'm stupid.
See, I thought it was like maybe 4, but like he's probably gonna miss 2 or maybe 3 this year. But like he went crazy when he came back, and I think he probably is gonna again this year. Yeah, him and Egbuka are gonna tag team. So then, real quick, one more question, and then we can probably take a break and move on to another topic. We've discussed basically every game, all of them. Who are you writing off completely? This could be like not making playoffs. Could just be like
New Orleans Saints.
Care. Thanks. But let's go with an actually relevant team. Pretty.
Am I writing off completely? There's a lot of ways I could go here, but
maybe just somebody that everybody else believes in that you don't.
Okay.
Maybe somebody who, I mean, like you could easily say like the Texans here, and that's probably a good answer, but I think everybody's thinking that about now.
I think the situation with JJ only playing 1 good quarter of football, and now you're running on Carson Wentz, I don't see a reason to.
And JJ's gonna come back. Like Carson Wentz, like I think everybody was hoping that he'd have like a Sam Darnold game, but it wasn't the same. And they were carried by Isaiah Rodgers, which I believed in Isaiah Rodgers way before anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted to make like that dude's a dog. He was a dog for the Colts. Sucks that he had his incident, but he's sick. I think PFF gave him a 99.9 grade, which was kind of like a novelty, just to like be like, yeah, you had a sick game. But I mean,
I just think
you don't believe in the Vikings though.
No, because I think when JJ comes back, he already looked uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then now if he comes back, especially if he comes back and he's not like 100%, which I don't think they would do that. I
mean, they'll probably, I think he's going to be fine. Let's go ahead and keep talking.
Yeah. I just, even if JJ comes back, he played 1 game of football or 1 quarter of football that looked like really good. But I mean, we've been proven since then that the Chicago Bears defense sucks. And it almost looks like we play better shorthanded for some reason. And we were shorthanded that game. So, maybe that negates that a little bit, but we were just so tired at the end of that game. And I just couldn't string together any sort of like stoppage. The
defense was like, the Vikings defense causing like constant 3-and-outs and like not letting you get off the field.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't see a way that you move forward as the Vikings and think that like, Bears are kind of a bright spot right now. I don't want to get too hung up on the Cowboys game, but the Ben Johnson thing might finally be coming together. And then, like I just said a little bit ago, Packers and Lions are the powerhouses of this division. Sure. So,
yeah, and they have a nasty defense, and like that can just completely take over some of these games, but it's not going to be all of them. Like if they were gearing towards like a 9-8, I don't think very many people would be shocked.
Well, and the NFC North schedule, all 4 teams have disgusting schedules. Because
sure they do.
We play the AFC North.
They're not. That actually doesn't look that bad this year.
I guess that's fair because
Joe Burrow's going to be gone. The Browns are awful.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Ravens, and then you have Steelers defense.
Sure, which Steelers defense kind of looks bad this year.
That's true.
a little bit. I don't know. I mean, Ramsey still he looks sick, but like the rest of the defense is just kind of slouching. Yeah. But yeah, I think that should be good. I think we should be able to take a quick break, and then we'll be back to discuss some of our favorite matchups coming into this week. We already teased it, and Ravens Chiefs will be one, and I have a lot to say on that one. So
I clearly do too.
Oh no, I mean I had to cut you off so that we could wait.
Oh, in fact, I forgot. Speaking of Vikings and AFC North, the first Dublin game this Sunday. Against the Steelers.
Who do you got? Real quick.
Steelers.
Yeah, give me the Steelers. It'll be JJ's first overseas game. Give me the Steelers too. But we will be right back.
All right.
And we're back. We are like said, we're gonna touch on a couple games. Well, there's a lot of really interesting storylines this one, but we're gonna settle in on some games of the week. But we're gonna start on some honorable mentions that are pretty interesting. Like we literally can't go the podcast without talking about Packers Cowboys. I mean, they're going to Dallas. Micah Parsons. I mean, this seems like a classic misdirection game where everybody's like, "Oh, Micah's gonna come eat. These guys, they're gonna learn what it's like." But I almost feel like this one's gonna go the other way, and that it's gonna be a little bit reasonable, and then the Packers come out and win. But I wonder if they're just not gonna smack them the way that people probably think that they're going to, especially without CeeDee Lamb. I don't know.
I kind of think that possibly the Packers could just come out and fucking, completely tear this apart, especially, you're going from that Browns defense, and then, you're immediately going to, I'm pretty sure Dallas is 32nd in the league for a lot, most defensive statistics.
Probably. I mean, they look terrible.
They're just so bad. I mean, you're literally going from a night situation to a day situation, but you are in Dallas. That does mean something there.
And they're going to be loud.
Especially with this matchup, historically, and especially with what happened this offseason. There's many reasons for that crowd to really get into this game. So I think I actually do like your point that, we're going to be shocked by how tight this one is for a while. But
Packers, I don't even necessarily mean that. I more mean this tends to always happen, one of these revenge game situations. I feel like the only one where it actually came to fruition was when AJ Brown went crazy on the Titans. But I feel like usually it ends up being not as serious. But basically all signs point to the Packers beating the absolute dog shit out of the Cowboys.
Okay,
which is why I feel like it probably won't happen, and that's the only reason.
Okay, gotcha.
There's no reason that the Packers shouldn't take care of business, especially after getting embarrassed last week by the Browns. They probably should just go eat. But
yeah, they're a well-coached team. Yeah, and Cowboys. Man, I don't know with that whole coaching situation right now, but I think that's really about as much as we can really say about that game.
Yeah. Moving on to the next one. Tonight. I mean,
literally
this will come out
5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's already started, but or right now. But by the time this comes out, it'll be over. Seahawks, Arizona. One of these two teams is going to be 3-1, and looking pretty good in the division, and then the other one will be 2-2.
Yeah.
Give me the Seahawks in this one. I like the direction their offense is going. The defense is really finally starting to shape up behind the new coach, and I don't know. The vibes after seeing Marvin Harrison drop that ball, I don't believe in the Cardinals at all anymore, which is unfair, but here we are.
Give me the Cardinals.
Let's go.
I think Kyler Murray, and I'm not even just saying this on my fantasy team.
No, he's totally saying that.
I think he's just been pretty solid, especially with what he's kind of been working with. The run game is a huge question mark, especially now with James Conner.
So.
Yeah, and the Marv situation too. But still got Trey McBride out there. He's a dog.
And he's awesome.
Yeah. Give me Cardinals.
All right. Did we have another honorable mention? I don't believe so. Niners Jags. We wanted to go over a little bit.
That's right.
I think Purdy's going to play in this one. In which case, Give me them. Give me the Niners.
They're
Their defense is disgusting. I think even without Nick Bosa, it's going to be a lot. And you're right, they are at home, and the Jags haven't figured it out yet. I mean, they look solid, but like it's like their numbers say they're solid, but they just feel really ugly.
They're uninspiring.
Washy. Yeah, they're just kind of there.
Yeah, I mean,
and I think Salah's going to be the game changer here, and I'm not sure Lawrence can handle that.
Well, you have that one receiver on I can't think of his name right now. He's kind of breaking out a little bit. Not BTJ, not Travis.
Parker Washington. De'Ami Brown.
Yes,
I think he's out.
Oh, okay. Well,
I know. I think he's out.
I mean, I would have said it even prior to it, but give me.
Yeah, Niners. I mean, he looks. I mean, he's like their most reliable weapon.
Yeah,
which is
even prior to that. Even if he did play, I still say give me Niners here.
Limited in return to practice, he might play.
Yeah, we'll see. That's going to be a day before decision or something.
Not sure. Anyway.
Yeah. Now for the really heavy hitters, since we already touched on it a little bit. Chiefs, Ravens. I think I did get this far into it a little bit, but if you're the Chiefs, this is the most a week 4 game can be a must win. I just, because it's not like anybody's lost hope in them or anything like that. Everybody still believes in them and stuff. I just think for morale's sake, you need to win this game. Like, I can see that. They are home, but that matters a lot of times with the Ravens. Doesn't always, but it's almost, it's kind of the inverse as well here. The Ravens want to put another one on the board after that Lions loss. Both teams really need to win this game as much as you need to win a game in week 4. Just because we've seen both these teams at the top of the standings for how many years in a row now? I mean, like they're powerhouse NFL franchises in the current day. I think this is going to be a really fun game. I think this is going to be an awesome game. Derrick Henry, I swear to God, if you fumble again.
Dude, he better watch it.
Oh, literally. Like, oh boy, I can just imagine.
Now, here's my take, is that this game is an incredible watch. I'm really excited for it. It's always a great matchup to see Chiefs, Ravens. I think this game does not matter. That is my hot take, and it's
that's fair.
Which is really dumb because I mean, obviously, like one of these teams is going to be 1-3, and that's just like terrifying. But then the more I think about it, it's like, okay, so if the Chiefs go 1-3, are you scared at all?
Not really.
Like I still feel like they're gonna like put it all together, go like 11-6, sneak in with a wild card, and then it's the Chiefs and Andy Reid in the playoffs. And like they easily could do that. I think they really like to win the division, but they don't necessarily need to. And
they don't need to, but I still think you are a little scared if the Chargers win.
Oh, absolutely. And like, and at that point, the Chargers go up 3.5 games as long as we take care of business against the Giants. But then even then, I just don't think a team as dominant as, well, not as dominant, but like just as well coached and with as good of a quarterback being almost like at too much of a downside going into the playoffs as a wild card. So I'm not even worried about that. But obviously they want to win anyway.
Yeah.
I'm like exaggerating a bit. Now the Ravens, who's going to take the division from them if they're going 1-3? Like
that's so fair.
Joe Burrow is going to be gone. Browns aren't going to. That's
not happening. You don't
that's
need to
not
bring that
happening.
up.
And then the Steelers, like, what does literally everybody think they're going 9-8? Like,
yeah,
I do.
That's
and like, so if the Ravens can like just put it together like they usually do, and then again go like 11-6, that's easily grabbing the division. And like, they're probably not even going to get the 1 seed anyway because they lose that to the Bills.
Yeah,
if that happens. And so really awesome game, and I think for the numbers, it's going to be a big story for whoever gets to start 1-3. But I ultimately am not worried about either team, no matter what happens here. Unless it's a disaster or somebody gets hurt or something like that.
That was kind of why I included the caveat as like as much as it can be for a week 4 game.
Right? Yeah, absolutely.
Because, I'm very much in agreement with you with the AFC North. Now,
I was so excited to get that ripped. I was thinking about that so much yesterday because I initially thought, I was like, holy shit, could the Chiefs be 1-3? could the Ravens be 1-3? And I
then,
really mulled it over, and like it's at the end, I just don't think it's gonna like. They both want to win, obviously, but I don't think it's gonna matter.
The one scary thing that could come from this, and I'm very much in agreement with your AFC North take. Nobody's like that's the Ravens division. Even if you lose this game, I don't see an outcome where that's not the case. Now, what if in the same week that the Chiefs drop this game to the Ravens, the Broncos seemingly figure it out?
Yeah, and they could. I mean, they're
that would be scary.
They're one. I mean, they'd be 2-2, and then they'd just be a game back from the Broncos. And like, I don't know. But
do you want to be juggling that all season, though? You know what I mean?
No, of course not.
Like, if they figure it out,
if you can both be 2-2, that's great.
Yeah, I mean, like, if the Broncos figure it out and then continue that, because like you don't want to be juggling second and third in the division all year,
right? For sure.
You know, we could end up in a circumstance where 3 teams make the playoffs.
And you can only get so many losses in a year. So having 3 losses this early is devastating.
Yeah,
the more I think about it, it's like the Chiefs lose more if they lose this game because they probably lose their grip on the division if the Chargers can just keep it going. But then it's like, but I'm just not going to be as worried about them as I would be with the Ravens being 1-3. But then it's the division. I've already said it, but it'll be interesting though.
Who's your X factor? Just really quick, just give me a couple players. Who's your X factor for each team for this game?
Oh man, my X factor.
There's a lot of important players on both teams.
It's Xavier Worthy if he plays. Mm-hmm. If he doesn't play, I wanted to talk about this too. Tyquan Thornton is nice.
Yeah,
I like him. He was in like 2022. The Patriots reached for this guy and then he didn't do shit. But like he is like a really good deep ball playmaker for the Chiefs, and Pat Mahomes seems to trust him.
Yeah.
He really quickly started to get better, like more like targets and stuff than Hollywood Brown, and like it's crazy that he's earned that, but he looks good.
Yeah.
He really looks good. I think he's a usable player.
I think we could probably agree that the X factor for the Ravens is Derrick Henry taking care of the fucking ball.
If you get a classic Henry game, and this defense isn't as good as it once was either.
No,
like Henry could easily run all over them, and just don't fumble, bro. Like,
yeah,
come on.
Yeah, especially not in a big moment. I know we had another one. The Buccaneers and the Eagles. I think this is going to be a great game.
I love this matchup. Yeah. It's always my favorite.
It's
matchup.
Always so good.
I think the Eagles took them last year in the play. I can't remember. I know a couple years ago.
Yeah, the
Bucks took the Eagles in the playoffs the year that the Eagles looked really bad.
Yeah, and then I think they beat the Bucks last year. I know they beat the Rams.
Jalen Hurts lost his first playoff game to the Tom Brady Bucks.
Yeah,
that's a fun one too. This game, it's like a bit of a rivalry in the NFC. It goes pretty deep at this point.
I like this game a lot. I've probably said that 4 times because
no.
I just really do. I think Baker has a chance to show himself against a really good defense. And I'm a believer in Baker, but a lot of what's been Baker this season has been against, not, the greatest competition. Eagles, I'm kind of scared to see the Eagles go down 14-0 and then fight their way back.
Yeah, I don't know, because this team specifically has just had their number. I don't know that they can do what they did against the Rams to the Bucks.
I don't know, but
and like I know that they want to run the ball, and like Vita Vea is just such a force. And like in the past, this team has been the best at stopping the tush push too.
Yeah,
and then I don't know, nobody's taking that. Watson, what was his first name?
Tristan Watson?
Something. The 460-some pound D tackle that got
like that. He's on the practice squad.
Desmond Watson was his name.
Desmond Watson.
But I'm assuming he's not playing. But if he plays, then I'd love to see what he can do to that run game.
Is there a deadline to elevate from practice squad?
I don't know. I'll be real with you.
I actually don't know either, but I know
I'm assuming soon.
I'm pretty sure as of today he's still on the practice squad. I haven't seen anything about him being elevated, and I highly doubt they would have.
No, they're probably just not going to.
I mean,
they just just understand the value of having a big man up there in case somebody goes down. And I'm guessing.
massive, man. That dude's
huge ass dude.
Yeah.
This is what I should have said. You're right. Big motherfucker.
Big motherfucker.
Same question to you. I'm gonna ask you because you already know that my answer is Mecca Egbuka.
Yeah.
But who do you think is the X factor in this one? Who's gonna make the difference?
I think Baker. I think you have to be really heady against this defense. This defense is a killer. And Baker is a killer, but he's a gunslinger too. A lot of times,
yeah.
You can get yourself into trouble with this team with falling in love with that. I think he and now a lot of his like. I'm in my head stuff. He's kind of grown out of that in his later years.
Yeah, I mean he's growing up.
Yeah, exactly. But I think you just need to take care of the ball. But not too much. You know, still play your game. Go out there. I think he's my Bucks X Factor player here. And then I think Eagles. It's
AJ Brown. Do it again. Just do it again.
I wanted to say Saquon, but they're gonna give him his touches regardless. It really doesn't matter. And if he makes him work well with the amount of rushes they give him, that's just gonna be the factor of the game. But yeah, no, you're totally right. If they get AJ Brown involved in the game,
he's just an animal. I just give him the ball. I feel like as long as they're not just like doubling him, and then if they are, then you can just go to the other side and hit Devontae. But I just think that they're gonna get stuffed in the run, and you should just go to AJ Brown.
And the reason I'm such in agreement with you on that is because if you do get AJ Brown involved as much as you probably should in this game, then Saquon's game is gonna open up.
Absolutely.
So
you can open up the run with the pass.
Yeah, I very much. Yeah, I would like to see AJ Brown get fed this game. Yeah, that's a great matchup. And then
Mike Evans is out. I do believe Chris Godwin is in.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that was going to be this week or not.
I'm gonna double check that, but if not. You already know what I'm gonna say, and the joke is old already. So,
yeah, no, I really like this Bucks squad.
Downgraded to did not participate Thursday. He's probably not playing. That sucks. They're gonna run with Sterling Shepard, and they'll be fine. But
yeah,
they'll be all right. I hope. I mean, it is a different game. I mean, they can really take care of Mecca if they need to. But I also heard that last time Mike Evans missed time, Cade Otton got a lot of targets. And he might be a big part of this game. We'll see
He's good.
how that works out. I don't think we made a pick for the Chiefs-Ravens.
Oh.
We did this last week, too.
I think we did do this last week.
Give me the Chiefs. Wait, well, where's
home.
this at?
Chiefs
are at home. Give me the Chiefs.
Chiefs are at home. Give me the Chiefs as well. Give me the Chiefs, and then give me the Eagles. I'm gonna say give me the Eagles.
I'm just having a hard time because I keep wanting to pick the Eagles upset, but they are the best team in the NFC. So.
I don't see.
Give me the Eagles too.
I don't see how you do what you did to the Rams and go away from that and say, oh, this thing that got us back in the game and basically won us the game. Yeah, we're just going to completely ditch that this week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
I understand it's the typical play from behind behavior.
Sure.
But still, it's like.
They might have to find themselves doing that a lot quicker.
You're not beating the Bucks with Jalen Hurts throwing for 100 passing yards.
No.
You're not.
Or the -1 he had at halftime last week.
You're not doing. That's not happening.
No.
So. Yeah, but
I think they have to air it out. And
yeah,
give me the Eagles too.
And I correct me if I'm wrong. I think the Eagles are also at home.
That is at Tampa Bay. Oh, that's right. In September, that might be a big deal.
That might actually change my answer.
I'll keep the Eagles. But I mean, I will be watching this one.
If I change my answer now, I just look like a contrarian, so I will keep Eagles. But
no, I was setting you up for the contrarian. Oh man,
no, I do firmly believe the Eagles will take this one. They, weirdly enough, as head scratching as their offense has been, they still have just looked so good. So yeah, I'll still take Eagles. And then our last one we wanted to talk about was Colts Rams.
Colts Rams.
This one is in LA?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes, it is.
Thought so.
Hometown team. Colts are big around here. Lots of expectations.
I'll go here.
It's tough.
I love you, PJ. I love you, Indy. 317, baby. I think this is where the Colts come back down to earth.
I think so too.
I think this is where they come back down to earth a little
It's
bit.
harder for me because I've been the hater, but I
don't see how.
If this happens, if the Rams go up on the Colts 27-7, do you think Daniel Jones is clawing back?
No. There's no way.
I don't even think they've played at a deficit yet. Maybe against the Broncos, but I don't know that he has it in him. And like, I do like the matchup because Charvarius Ward has been sick, and like I'm sure that he could do some damage tying up whoever. And I don't know if I think Kenny Moore got banged up. I don't know if he's playing. If he's playing, then I'm sure he's going to be great in the secondary too. They've just been a really good defense, and I don't know that they could hold up Jonathan Taylor. But like, the more I just think about the Rams getting to a quick start, I just don't trust Daniel Jones to come back. But if he does something like that this week, then I'll shut up forever. And
I was just about to say that. I do think this is where the Colts come back down to earth.
This could be the stamp.
If this isn't where the Colts come back down to earth, I don't think anybody in their right mind can make the argument that they're not for real, because
I think so too.
The way the Rams just looked against the Eagles, and we were just talking up how good that team is. Granted, they didn't come away with the win, whatever,
They really easily could have.
They very easily could have, but, people like to talk about the win is the win, and I get that. I'm a proponent of that as well. But you can't take away how good a team can look for, however long they did against the Eagles. Yeah, I don't know if this is against what you were saying, because I think you were just talking about possibilities. But yeah, I think this is a close game.
You easily could Jonathan Taylor could just get 35 touches and then just like control the clock the whole time, and then everything I said is just wrong, and they don't even have to play from behind anymore. And then instead, Stafford has to sling it around 50 sometimes. And
I think this is a close game. Personally,
we saved it for last for a reason.
Yeah, I think this.
I think the Colts have every chance to win. The Rams' home field advantage is not scary. They play in a dome, and they don't have many fans, so I think Colts could really equalize this one pretty quick. I'm not going to give it to them. I think the Rams take this one, but that's not to say that the Colts could really prove something this week.
Give me the Colts.
Let's go. Give me the Colts.
Woo! And that's not even to say that I think that they're like so totally for real that like a lot of people want. They are just riding. There's something to be said to be a team that hasn't lost a game. Like, that's just that that they're riding a high right now. Daniel Jones.
The vibes are immaculate.
The vibes are so insanely immaculate, and you can never take that away from a matchup. Give me the Colts here. I think it's going to be a very, very close game. In fact, I almost could see this game coming down to a game-winning field goal.
I'll call it overtime for this game.
We're
going the whole way.
I think it's going to be a very tight game. Will this age poorly? We'll see, but I really think this is going to be an incredibly tight game, and it's going to be a lot of fun. There are so many really fun players that are out on the field for both teams here. I don't know. And shout out Matt Stafford, man. Every single time I think you're almost done, you're right.
People love to write off Matt Stafford, and I get it because he's old and he has back problems. But while he's there, he will look good.
Dude, I genuinely thought that spine injury was the end of his career.
Yeah, I mean, like for anybody else, it would be.
And the fact that he has he hasn't even really taken a step back since that. Maybe mobility wise a little bit, but like that we could even attribute that to age. But oh man, I love Matt Stafford.
I love Puka.
Oh, I'm a big
Puka's
Puka fan.
Amazing.
I'm a huge Puka fan.
Dude, he could do no wrong. I hope he cooks this game.
I love so much rooting for Matt Stafford and Devontae Adams because I don't have to literally hate their guts anymore like I had to earlier on in their careers as a Bears fan. So really fun.
Oh, you did, yeah. You actually had your hater pants for Matt Stafford like crazy.
Yeah. And then and then he gets on the Rams and he's throwing dots to my boy OBJ, who used to be my favorite wide receiver.
Oh man.
Yeah, little.
I saw a whole video the other day talking about that catch that he had his rookie year. And how much like it just like changed the way kids like wanted to do stuff in football and how they all like it awesome. I get why people loved OBJ for that reason.
Yeah, I do think like, if we're talking like a whole career, I do think OBJ is a little overrated. And I still love the dude to death, but
it gets tough when they get into those situations like that where things just generally don't look very good.
Yeah, the Browns situation genuinely could have ruined his career.
Yeah.
And then he just went and got a ring. But honestly, it's so funny that that I'm bringing this up because I saw that he really wants to play this season, and I've been seeing like a lot of posts of like, oh, where does he fit? It really
OBJ wants to play this.
Yeah,
season?
He wants to play. Yeah, he wants to play this season, and yeah, I like. Not even putting stock into that, and this is a weird tangent, but it made me think of this. Christian Wilkins. Is he playing somewhere this year?
It is kind of weird that he's probably still hurt, is my guess.
And
still rehabbing an injury, but it is kind of weird that he just like had a quote unquote freaky moment, and then people are just like, "Nah, bro, that's a locker room cancer. Get that man off my team."
Bro,
but no, I'm pretty sure he's hurt.
Okay,
I think so.
Yeah, I just randomly thought, well, because I fell for a post today that said that he signed with the Steelers. I felt hook, line, and sinker. Almost shared it to the group chat. Almost shared it to, Sean. Shout out Sean, Steelers fan.
I can't even imagine them having another piece.
And then I clicked on the link and got a porn ad. It was like, oh, okay.
You're like, oh,
got it.
This isn't Adam Schefter. Oops.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, yeah. So that should be all of our picks. I think we're gonna take another break, and then we're gonna try something new that hopefully we can make this last till the end of the season. We're gonna see if we can keep up with it, see if it picks up some steam, see how much fun we have with it, and but we'll be back here soon. And we're back. We're gonna try this new fantasy thing. We're gonna try to do it all season long to see if we can just well, every week we're going to compete. We're going to draft our own fantasy lineup based on matchups. And we're going to see who can get more wins for the week. Just to, something to get us going throughout the year. And then, I don't know, maybe we have some sort of punishment in the future. Well, yeah, we'll talk about it first. But anyway, we're going to do 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 receivers, 1 tight end. That's it. It's going to be full PPR. It's going to be 4-point passing touchdowns. We're going to go one by one and draft our players. And I get to go first.
We get him home court advantage because we record at his place. So
we figured it'd be only polite since we hosted in my basement. First up, who am I thinking? I'm going to take James Cook against New Orleans. I'm gonna open up a note.
Yeah.
Was this your guy?
That was literally what I was picking. I just think he's gonna eat that team.
Yeah, and like they're just I would assume they're just gonna get ahead really quick, and then they're just gonna hand the ball off to him a million times. Like this feels like it could easily be like a Josh Allen 10 points, James Cook 33 points type of game. Yeah, it's gonna be my first pick.
Got it. There's a number of ways I could go here, but I think I'm probably overthinking matchup a little bit.
That's the whole point of the game, man.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna take Nico Collins against the Titans.
Oh, I like that. That's good.
I love how we dogged on this offense for most of the episode, and I'm taking that pick. But
yeah, that is crazy. This
Titans defense sucks.
This Titans team sucks.
Team.
And
yeah,
I mean, I would bet against them too. It's just reasonable.
I'm gonna go with that. Yeah,
Nico Collins.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
I'm gonna take a look at my list.
I love that. I'm probably overthinking that, but whatever.
Who are we looking at? I had a guy. Give me Rome Odunze against the Raiders.
Man.
I like that too much. I think this could be another bounce back game. Rome's already sick, and these Raiders. I mean, we talked about it already. The Raiders defense sucks.
Yeah,
and I love Rome Odunze, so happy to take him.
I think I want to go with. I really don't like a lot of the matchups with a lot of the top running backs.
Yeah, I mean,
since it's not I don't have to pick this guy for the whole season. Give me CMC. Give me CMC.
That's a very reasonable specification.
Yeah,
they're against the Jags, and they're nothing special quite yet. So.
Exactly. I think I like that.
Do I just go? Oh man.
If you do what I want to do, I'm gonna be so mad.
I'm probably not. I'm probably not doing what you want to do. Sadly, I'm gonna be stammering for a little bit of this because I'm just kind of thinking through stuff.
There's a lot of good options on some of these matchups.
Yeah, there is. There are plenty of good options, and I'm going to take a guy that I'm almost certain is going to put up numbers, and that's Puka Nacua.
Mm-hmm.
Probably should have taken him before. I just didn't like his matchup as much as I do Rome, but I just raw talent. I believe in Puka. So
I was between Nico and Puka. So yeah, no, that's definitely fair.
It's getting a little tight.
Yes, it is.
No quarterbacks yet.
No, I was thinking quarterback here. Yeah, you know what? In fact, give me Justin Herbert.
Fucking damn it!
Yeah, because I knew that was next.
It had, yeah.
You shouldn't have said no quarterbacks yet, because as soon as you said that, you're going Justin.
You're
Herbert
right.
next.
I want to say it was some excuse, but no, I totally fucked up. And fuck.
Yeah, threw a wrench in that one, huh?
Man, you did.
Yeah, I like that matchup. That's the best matchup. Because I don't.
I'm gonna go raw talent again, and we're gonna go Jonathan Taylor.
Good one.
Could be bad. We'll see.
I am going to. Dang. I don't know.
Gets a little thin.
Yeah, it's getting a little thin.
Nah, at this point, you just got to pick good players and just hope for the best.
Yeah, I want to do. I
do see a nice sleepy running back down a little below, but
yeah, there's a couple I'm thinking there. I kind of do want to go running back, but I'm thinking. Let me go with. I'll take Amon-Ra.
Good call. He's really good, really reliable.
I don't love that matchup,
right?
But especially because he just was kind of nothing against the only good like the only really good defense they've seen this year in the Packers.
Yeah.
But whatever.
They're getting kind of their firepower going, so I can really see it. I'm gonna go for a stack. I'm gonna take Caleb Williams.
Nice.
Again, I don't believe in the Raiders. I already have Rome Odunze, and I think he'll eat.
So I have Justin Herbert. I have
CMC, Nico Collins, and Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Okay, so I have my 2 receivers. I need a running back and a tight end.
And a flex.
Oh, I forgot we are doing a flex. I will. I probably can't pick Trey, right? Because the game already started. He's only got 2 points.
Yeah, let me see what he's got.
I'll bet against my team. I'll take Brock Bowers.
Wait. Oh, okay. All right.
I'll take Brock.
Wait, Trey who?
Trey McBride.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you already is. Okay, I see what you're saying. So you're going to take Brock Bowers, though?
I'll take Brock Bowers.
I mean, that's kind of a decent bet, too.
Yeah, our defense.
Now I'm gonna take Trey McBride. No, I'm not. I'm not doing that either. We're good. Yeah. We are chilling. I'm not doing that. Next. I'm looking flex or tight end this round.
Yeah.
Give me Juwan Johnson.
Okay.
Really just out there pick, but I think they're going to be down by a lot most of the game. They're probably going to throw a lot. And
I see it.
I think it's going to be full PPR standard scoring. I just think he's going to get a lot of catches. That's enough for me.
I'll take Saquon Barkley.
Saquon. Just take the talent. I get it.
Yeah, I mean.
That leaves us each with a flex for our last picks.
Where you thinking, big dog?
What am I thinking? Man.
I really hope.
Give me.
I actually. I don't care what you pick. Because I feel like you're gonna pick one of these two. I'm gonna pick the other one.
I don't know that.
Okay, maybe not.
Maybe not. Give me Courtland Sutton.
Okay, give me Emeka Egbuka.
There we go.
I thought you were going Emeka Egbuka or Ladd McConkey.
I got him on every one of my fantasy teams. I gotta chill on the mech.
Yeah, I'll take Egbuka here.
He's gonna go crazy this week,
especially if Godwin's gonna be out and Mike Evans is certainly out.
Yeah, he's gonna get fed like crazy.
Yeah.
I guess I am just worried about the Eagles' defense, but
100%. Yeah, I like it though.
Okay. I have Caleb Williams, James Cook, Jonathan Taylor, Rome Odunze, Puka Nacua, Juwan Johnson, and Cortland Sutton.
You've got my stack.
I would. I got the Bears stack. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure fantasy. Aaron's devastated this week.
Wait, I don't have Caleb Williams. I had Caleb Williams last year. I'm dumb.
Oh, you goofy ass. And Aaron's got Justin Herbert, CMC, Saquon, Nico Collins, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Brock Bowers, Emeka Egbuka. We'll tune in next week to see who won this one, and then we're gonna keep score. And then I mean,
we can just say I'm 1-0.
I mean, I have nothing. I was gonna talk some. I ain't got shit. You're losing. Anyway, this has been a really fucking long episode. We're gonna hopefully be able to trim this down next week, or not, or maybe we'll have better things to say, and we'll just keep talking for forever and ever. But I'm Damon.
I'm Aaron.
And this has been the Chop Shop.
Fun chopping it up with you.
See you.